Jim Rome would say, I'm burning on this Arizona shooting and all the fallout that came out of it. You know, you got people trying to pass these emergency gun control laws like that would have stopped this guy because he was a fucking nut. You got the left, you know, blaming the right and all this other stuff, you know. Republicans blaming Democrats, saying it was always your fault. It wasn't anybody's fault. The guy was a lunatic. But they trying to take advantage of the situation, you know, to try to have it to where it's going to benefit them, you know, which is crazy. You got people that love gun control that want to use this to benefit themselves, you know, to benefit their cause. Get out of here with that. You know, me, myself, I'm a patriot. I believe in the right to bear arms. You know, and the government trying to infringe on that right, they want to infringe on it because they got their own thing behind all this. What they want to do, they want to disarm public. You know, you got a bunch of people out there who want to disarm the public, and I don't believe that. It'll never happen. Not in my lifetime. So anyway, you got Republicans who tried to, Democrats and Republicans who were trying to say, well, this was Sarah Palin's fault. Look, I'm not a Sarah Palin fan, but this wasn't her fault. And then they came out and they tried to get on it because she did an interview basically defending herself. And they tried to basically say she need to sit down and shut up and just take the criticism. Nah, she don't. Because if you criticize me like that and none of it's true and I got a forum to speak out, I'm going to speak out. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm speaking out. Like, I get tired of the MSM or the mainstream media. They jump on every bandwagon and they take their marching orders basically from the government and say whatever the government wants them to say or present solutions to problems that don't exist and try to brainwash people. And most people, if you're watching this program, you need to know, you need to do your own research. That's what I tell you. Don't believe whatever the TV tells you. You can't believe what they say. You got to look into it for yourself. So don't believe, sit here and believe Republicans and Democrats trying to blame it on these people. Don't believe these clowns who say we need more gun control, because gun control does not stop criminals. Criminals don't care about the laws in the first place. If I'm a criminal, you think I'm going to go to a gun store and register my gun and buy it? Hell no. I'm not doing that. I'm going to go through the back channels, I'm going to steal it, I'm going to do whatever I got to do, and I'm going to have a gun. And I'm really going to have one to commit my crimes when I know you don't have one, when I know you're not armed, when I know there's not a likelihood that you're going to resist me. But the likelihood of criminals going out and committing crimes against other armed individuals that are citizens who are law-abiding, you know, it shrinks that down, you know, a whole lot. So I really believe in the amendment that says we all must bear arms. That's the Second Amendment. You know, we got the right to bear arms. I believe in that. I believe that everybody should be able to bear arms. You know what I'm saying? I believe there should be some laws in there somewhere to kind of, you know, regulate that a little bit. But as far as the people being able to bear arms, pistols, rifles, you should have that right. I believe in that, you know. And a lot of people, you know, I see these t-shirts, people walking around with these t-shirts that say the only way you'll get my guns is my cold dead hands. Yo, I believe in that. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in the right to bear arms. I don't believe in the right of the government to sit here and tell you and to micromanage everything that you do when they try to do it. You got some people out there, they want to depend on the government. They want the government to tell them everything they should do. And while the government is telling them to do that, they believe they should be able to go to their mailbox and get a check from the government every month since they telling them what to do. If you want to do that, go lay your ass down in the cemetery somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in that. If you depending on the government to pay your way and do everything for you, go lay your ass down in the cemetery, man. Get the fuck out of here. So that's the biggest problem in this country today. You got about 45 or 50% of the population that's getting some benefit from the government, and they want to take it from somebody, from everybody else that's working hard and doing what they got to do to get what they got to get. You know, and they say that's democracy. Democracy is not the majority telling the minority what to do. It's the government protecting the rights of the minority against the majority. We have a republic, and that's what that's called. So don't get it twisted. Don't think just because the majority says, okay, you don't have the right to own a gun, or we got the right to tell you to go to work and we're going to take half your earnings and we're going to take and give it to ourselves so we don't have to work, that they have the right to do that because they don't work like that. Sorry, homie. Not in the car. You know what I'm saying? So everybody everybody out there, don't believe the hype. Wake up. You know what I'm saying? If something's too good to be true, it probably is. And like I always say, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So you gotta stand up for your beliefs. I don't care who it is. If it's Goliath, you gotta stand up to them. The government, and you think they violating your rights, you gotta stand up for that. Because if you don't stand up for what you believe in, who are you as a person anyway? So that's all I'm saying. Some ludicrous shit. Stand up. That's your man, Strickland. That's my rant for today. Stand up, be counted, be a man, be a woman.
Stand up!